A brigade under the 76th Group Army has officially launched this year's Command-Oriented Selection and Assessment Program. The assessment spans more than 20 areas including theory, command skills, and field survival, and used as qualification screening, concealed evaluation, quantitative scoring, and full process elimination to test each trainee's command ability, tactical proficiency, discipline, and mental resilience. As future squad leaders at the grassroots level and frontline battlefield commanders, participants see this assessment not only as a major step forward in their careers, but also as a comprehensive test of their readiness and sense of responsibility. In recent years, the brigade has focused on promoting command-capable sergeants, aligning training with real combat needs, enforcing strict evaluation standards, and systematically strengthening its sergeant talent pipeline. To win on the battlefield, we must cultivate courage in our duties, toughness in training and drills, and determination when overcoming difficulties. Ma Yangxiang, an instructor in the brigade's training team, is widely known as an innovator, constantly introducing new ideas and training methods. In recent years, he has developed several new military fitness programs based on the training syllabus, taught group training methods to instructors across the brigade, and produced instructional videos that have become very popular among officers and soldiers. Today, the structure of our sergeant corps continues to improve. Young sergeants are growing rapidly, talent vitality is being fully unleashed, and overall combat effectiveness is steadily rising. Deep in eastern Anhui, an armored detachment from a brigade of the 71st Group Army is conducting a live fire exercise. During the drill, a tank driver was deemed combat ineffective by the directing team. Commander Yan Cheng immediately took over the driver's position, skillfully maneuvered the tank through the fire block zone, and successfully completed the firing mission. Our brigade trains according to the principle of one vehicle, multiple skills. I've integrated electromechanics, communications, driving, and gunnery into my training, so I was able to step in as the driver and keep the tank fully combat capable. Reducing personnel on the battlefield must not reduce combat effectiveness. This is the core purpose behind the brigade's push for position rotation and the development of all-around sergeants. To achieve this, the brigade has focused on building a core ingenuity series of sergeant backbones, expanding 9 soldier expert studios, and establishing dozens of specialized technical talent pools. We treat the talent pool as the centerpiece of sergeant development, accurately identifying each sergeant's strengths and potential so that people are matched to the right roles. Young leaders can step forward, specialists can work with confidence, and top talent can be retained. In recent years, regulations such as the Interim Regulations on Sergeants and the Interim Regulations on the Management of Sergeants' Career Development have been issued, making the career path for sergeants clearer and smoother. The brigade has implemented a talent pool appointment system, allowing innovative and highly skilled sergeants to take on prominent roles and become a driving force in strengthening the sergeant corps. Chen Guo, a young sergeant with only 2 years of service, became a drone instructor thanks to his outstanding technical abilities. The instructor team plays a decisive role in shaping sergeant training. Within the talent pool, young sergeants like Chen Guo, curious, capable, and eager to learn, must be given platforms that allow them to elevate the entire sergeant team. Relying on the talent pool, the brigade follows the natural progression of talent development and tailors individualized growth roadmaps for sergeants. During major exercises, competitions, and key missions, personnel are assigned according to these development paths. Throughout a sergeant's growth, we align personal aspirations with operational needs, creating customized development routes so that every capable individual has the chance to shine. President Xi has placed great emphasis on building a strong sergeant contingent, noting that they form a fundamental backbone of the military. He has called on them to continually improve their skills, strive to become true masters, and train excellent apprentices. In recent years, the entire military has strengthened sergeant development by establishing craftsman training courses, technology workshops, and professional talent pools, aiming to cultivate a high-quality sergeant force skilled in technology, management, command, and combat. From seasoned first-class sergeant majors to energetic young sergeants, the talent structure combining experience with new strength has been continuously optimized, injecting strong momentum into the Army's transformation and modernization. On March 29th, the Southern Theater Command of the People's Liberation Army organized naval and air forces to conduct combat readiness patrols in China's territorial waters, airspace, and surrounding sea and air areas.
报告，不明空中目标向我黄岩岛领空起飞。
侦察取证部署。菲律宾 C2东8型机，我是中国海军乌斯舰，你已接近我黄岩岛领空，为避免误判，立即远离。
Scarborough Shoal is an inherent part of China's territory. Since March, naval and air units of the Theater Command have intensified patrols and vigilance in the waters and airspace around Scarborough Shoal. They have conducted tracking, monitoring, warnings, and lawful expulsions, effectively responding to various intrusions and provocations, firmly safeguarding national sovereignty and security, and maintaining stability in the South China Sea. On March 29th, the China Coast Guard carried out law enforcement inspections in China's territorial waters and surrounding areas near Scarborough Shoal.
菲律宾渔船，我是中国海警3304舰，鉴于你船无视我方警告，继续驶向中华人民共和国黄岩岛领海，我将依法对你采取驱离等强制措施。
Since March, the China Coast Guard has continued strengthening law enforcement patrols in the waters around Scarborough Shoal, handling illegal and infringing vessels in accordance with the law, tightening control over key sea areas, and resolutely defending national sovereignty and maritime rights. Recently, the Ministry of Veterans Affairs, the Cyberspace Administration of China, the Communist Youth League Central Committee, and the National Working Committee for Young Pioneers jointly issued a notice launching the Honoring Heroes during the 2026 Qingming Festival campaign. Through a combination of online and offline activities such as commemorations for fallen heroes, support for the families of martyrs, and educational programs for young pioneers, the campaign aims to pass on the revolutionary spirit, preserve the legacy of sacrifice, and encourage society to honor heroes, remember the fallen, and strive to be pioneers. Lantern Tower Corner, located in Jiaowei Township of Zuwen County in Zhanjiang, Guangdong Province, is the closest point on the mainland to Hainan Island. Its unique geographical position made it a place of strategic importance and historical significance during the War of Liberation. On March 5, 1950, 799 officers and soldiers of the 118th Division of the 40th Army under the 4th Field Army broke through the Kuomintang's heavily fortified three-dimensional defenses across sea, land, and air and forced a crossing of the Chongzhou Strait. This marked the first successful sea crossing and landing operation in the history of the PLA and opened the campaign to liberate Hainan. After the battle, the unit was awarded the honorary banner of the Landing Pioneer Battalion. Though the smoke of war has long faded, the stirring history of that campaign and the heroism of the soldiers who crossed the sea have never been forgotten. On the eve of the Qingming Festival, representatives from a brigade of the 80th Group Army known as the Landing Pioneer Battalion traveled thousands of miles to Hainan, retracing the combat routes of their predecessors and reliving the hardships and heroism of that historic battle.